everybody, we are back today for Liam's 8 or 9 month, because he's 9 months now, update. We didn't do an 8 month. It just got really busy, didn't really get to squeeze it into our schedule, which I'm kind of sad about, but I figured that I would just pick up and talk about everything that he has started doing in the last 2 months and just talk about it now in his like 8 or 9 months update. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to talk about is like his physical changes and accomplishments that he has made. He is now 20 pounds, 7 ounces, and he is 28 inches tall. He is actually, I want to say they said he was like in the 83rd percentile for weight and length for his age, which is really good considering at first with his acid reflux and his colic, he wasn't even in like the 10th percentile. So he's come a long ways and he's doing great. I'm going to talk about the things he can now do and the things that he's accomplished. He now can army crawl. And when I say army crawl, I mean army crawl. He army crawls everywhere. If I go to the bathroom, he is on my heels. And if I'm in the kitchen, he is on my heels. Wherever I go, he follows. And he can army crawl very, very fast. He can go up into the actual crawling position, but he only takes like 2 or 3 strides or like little knee steps, I guess you could call them. And then he's back down to army crawling and just goes faster. I think he likes army crawling more because he can go faster and he's better at it. He's been crawling now for about a month, I want to say, because he was 8 months when he started crawling. Another thing that he just randomly did one day, I was actually organizing our closet in Justin and I's bedroom, and I had Liam in the pack and play because I'm trying to get him into the pack and play. And I like look over and he's sitting there fussing because he wanted me to pick him up, but he needed to be down. He needed to try to play in there to get more comfortable with it, and he was kneeling against the side of it. I could not believe it. He had never shown any interest in it or even tried to. I mean, he had been laying on his stomach and just was randomly like kneeling, trying to stand up against the side. And that's the only time he has tried to stand or kneel against anything. Is just in the pack and play and just like 2 or 3 times. Another thing that he has learned to do is to clap. Oh yeah, he really likes bread, by the way. He has learned to clap. I mean, he will do it sometimes on demand, but I mean, you have to be like, yay, Liam, yay, or you have to be like, clap, 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 and then he'll clap. Or, clap, clap, clap. Clap, clap, clap. Yeah, can you do it too here? Can I see your bread? Thank you. Clap, clap, clap. Clap, clap, clap. Clap, clap. He says hi. Clap, clap, clap. Clap, clap. Good boy. He's just like, no, I'm not having it. I'm not going to do it. Another thing that he can do is so big. He just started doing these, I want to say like not even a week ago. Last week, he can go so big. Liam do so big, so big. He's not going to do it because he's too interested in his bread. And another thing that he has learned to do is to wave. Justin one day was in the kitchen and I was in the bathroom. I think I was doing laundry or like cleaning in there. I don't really remember. But Justin's just like, oh my gosh, Becky, you need to come out here. And I was like, oh right, now what? And so I came out here and he's just like, I think I just taught Liam something. I was like, okay. He's just like, you're going to want to see this. So I grabbed the camera, of course. I actually have it on video. And he starts waving. Liam started waving because Justin like waved to him. He's like, hi Liam. And Liam waved back. And it was so freaking cute. And so now whenever Liam sees Justin, he'll wave to him. Or whenever someone comes in the room, he'll wave. It's really cute. I'll have to insert the video so you guys can see it.
Liam, hi buddy. How are you gonna do it? Watch. Hi. Hi Liam. Hi, buddy. Can you wave? Can you wave at me? No, because I know I'm on camera.
Hi, Liam.
Oh, what?
Hi, Liam. Say dada. Dada, dada, dada. Da 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 da.
You're smart little boy.
Da 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 da. You say mama? Mama, 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 mama. Mama, mama. Leon, say mama.
Liam. Hi. Hi. Hi.
Good boy. I love you. Another thing that he has just recently started doing is saying daddy. And it's not even daddy, it's dada. And I have been calling Justin dada to him just because I feel like that's the only father figure he really has in his life. And it's probably not a good idea just in case Justin and I don't stay together. But at this point, I think it's okay. And so he does call Justin dada, and if I'm holding him and he starts fussing, he'll cry for dada. And if Justin's holding him and he starts fussing, he'll cry for mama. So I think that's really cute. And the last thing for the physical changes that he's made in the last 2 months pretty much is that he has a tooth. And I have been trying to get a picture of his little tooth, but I literally cannot get a picture of it. So, I mean, I'll try to show it to you guys. It's right there. I mean, you guys won't be able to see it, but it's like this one. It's like the first one, like to the left down here. So that is his first tooth. He had it, or he's had it for about a week now, I want to say. And how I actually noticed that he had a tooth is he actually bit me. And we were actually in Jordan, Montana, and I felt the little pokelets of the little sharp parts poking me. And I was just like, oh my gosh, Justin, I think he has a tooth. And he's just like, no way. We were actually at a restaurant called the Hilltop. And I was just like, yeah, I think he does. And we felt in there, and sure enough, he had a tooth. Okay, so the next thing, or category that I'm going to talk about is sleeping department. Sleeping. Okay, so this boy will not sleep in his crib or his pack and play unless I sleep in there with him while he's falling asleep, I should say. I mean, the pack and play is not a big deal, but I refuse to get in the crib. And I mean, the pack and play, I just set him in there, I go in there and I let him pacify until he falls asleep because he needs to nurse while he sleeps. Holy crap, did you eat that whole piece of bread? No, eat it. My floor is clean. Yeah, he needs to pacify to go to sleep. And if I don't let him sit there and pacify for a while, he will actually wake up and cry until he gets the boob. And then he will go back to sleep. And a lot of the time, he'll just want to sleep in bed with me. And when he sleeps in bed, like, he is not a very big baby, but when he has his arms and his legs sprawled out, he's a very big baby, and he does take up quite a bit of the bed. And so we're really trying to work on him not staying in our bed anymore. And if he does, for not the entire night. And I mean, I shouldn't say that. He doesn't really sleep in our bed the entire night. He just wakes up 1 or 2 times throughout the night and expects to come to bed. And he does. He does come to bed. Okay, so the next thing that I want to talk about is his eating habits, because they have also changed. He still will eat anything and everything, just like always. I mean, he is not a picky eater. I mean, knock on wood, but he is just not a picky eater, and he never really has been. He will eat anything that you give him. And he still eats pretty much as often, but instead of having big meals, he'll have like puffs, or he'll have like a couple crackers, or he'll have some of my yogurt, and instead of like another baby food jar. And so he only eats about 3 or 4 baby food jars a day, and then he has like 3 snacks throughout the day, whether it's like crackers or puffs or yogurt or, you know, a piece of bread, something along the lines of that. And he is still breastfed, like I had been talking about. I mean, he still pretty much breastfeeds as often, and he really likes to breastfeed. And this is something that I really, really want to stress, is that I have been very lenient with him. Whenever he wanted the boob, I gave it to him. And it has become a really bad habit now, because whether we're in public or whether we're just walking around the grocery store, he pulls down my shirt. And he wants the boob, and he wants it 24/7. I mean, if we're walking around and I'm pushing my cart, he wants to be on the boob. If I'm at work working and he's like in the walker or in the jumper, he wants to be on the boob. And sometimes he doesn't even want to suck on it. He just like wants it out for his convenience. I don't know. Like, do any of your guys' kids do that? I mean, if they do, definitely like leave it in the comments below. I want to hear all about it and what you guys did to help with that. Okay, and then he has also started to drink out of a cup. The only type of cup he will drink out of is the Munchkin brand. I don't know why. I don't know why. I mean, I've tried the Nook brand. I've tried the Take and Toss. I've tried this really, really big heavy cup. This guy, whatever brand he is, the First Years, this guy, I've tried him. He won't drink out of these. The only one he'll drink out of is his Munchkin one. And I think it's just because it's a soft nipple, and he doesn't even really drink. He just like chews on it and water will come out and then he'll drink it. I have been adding just like not even an ounce of apple juice to like 6 ounces of water, just because otherwise he won't drink it. And so I figure if there's just a little bit of flavor, like it's not gonna hurt him. You know, and every parent has different parenting styles, and this is just something that I want to do to get him comfortable with the cup, because he really needs to be comfortable with it and take it well. And like I said earlier, he does eat bread and he will eat crackers. I mean, as you guys have seen him eat this piece of bread the entire video, and he like mowed down all of it except for about at least 1/4 of it or 1/3 of it on the floor. But he eats bread and he'll eat it really, really well. And he eats puffs, which is normal, but he went to like the bigger sized puffs. Instead of like the little ones that are like that big, they're like this big now. They're like little stars almost. I mean, I get like the Gerber brand and then like the Parents' Choice brand from Walmart. And he really, really loves them. The blueberry ones definitely are by far his favorite and Justin's favorite. Justin likes to try each new brand that we get for him. And then he also will eat crackers and bread and yogurt. He really likes them, and I mean, they're a healthy little treat for him, and it really helps him with his hand-eye coordination and really helps him to practice to feed himself, and so I'm totally comfortable with it. I mean, we haven't had any issues, knock on wood, of him choking or even being close to choking with it. So, I mean, I'm still comfortable with doing that, so I'm going to continue that. I think that's about it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this. I'll insert some pictures of him throughout the last 2 months. You guys can see how much this little man has grown up. It's just nuts. He's getting so big. Mwah. He says bye. Leah, can you say bye? Bye. Yay. See, that's his clap. Yay. Bye. Can we wave? Bye. Bye, guys.
Okay, everybody, check out who can officially sit on their own. He could sit all by himself. How crazy is that? He's getting to be such a big boy, and he could sit for like quite a few minutes without tipping over. It's crazy. Look at what this boy has learned to do. He puts his feet up against there. He pushes off. Shape. Okay.